next interviewee is Melissa, a Melbourne resident whose highest level of education is from a public high school. So, I guess the first question would be, like, what religion are you?
Is that my question?
I'm asking you. Oh, what religion are you?
Catholic, I guess. Yeah.
You guess? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and what kind of school system did you go to? Like,
public school.
Right, okay, good.
I don't.
Alright, so, what have you learned about Islam in school?
Did we learn about that? Nothing. I didn't pay attention in class.
Alright, so, like, do you know anything outside of school about Islam at all?
No. I think Monique tells me things, but I don't know.
Okay,
So
do you have a positive or negative view about Muslims?
I think they're pretty positive.
Okay.
No.
Alright, and do you think Muslims and Christians could be friends?
On drugs, yes.
On drugs?
Yes. We all get along.
Okay. Alright, now we have some true or false stuff here. So, true or false? Allah and the Christian God are different.
False. I guess.
Alright. True or false? Muslims believe Jesus existed.
True, false.
Which one?
False.
False?
Yeah.
Okay. The Quran preaches violence. True or false?
Oh. No, yeah. True. Just because I haven't said true anyway.
Alright. True or false? Muslim women must cover their faces.
True. It's them, right?
True or false? All Arabs are Muslim.
False?
Hmm?
False? True? False? False? Well, you said, like, okay.
No, I was asking. I didn't know what
Okay.
you said the first time. Okay. Alright, true or false? All Muslims are Arab.
False?
Alright, and the last one, true or false? The war in Iraq is a holy war.
False?
Our next participant is Kimball from Rockledge, Florida. She currently is a public high school senior. Alright, so, I guess the first question is, what religion are you?
I'm a Presbyterian.
Presbyterian, okay. And, what kind of school system are you currently in?
I attend a public school system, yeah, at Rockledge High School. Sweet.
Alright, and, what have you learned about Islam in school?
Honestly, I don't think we've learned anything. We don't really have world history, 9th grade world history. Other than that, we don't really have classes on it.
Alright, so, like, how much do you actually know about Islam then? Like, besides what you've learned or not learned in school?
Well, I know some from, like, some Islamic and Muslim friends, but even
Like-
that, we don't have too many of them around here, I'd say.
Do you have, like, any, like, examples you know, or just, like, generic things, or?
I guess pretty generic things. I think their religion's a lot more uptight than mine, that's for sure.
Okay. So would you say you have a positive or negative view of Muslims, or like a neutral view, or?
Well, I think it's more positive, like, with me anyways. I'm more like people are people in different religions, like Christianity, for example. There are some really radical Christians that almost make me ashamed of being a Christian to, associate myself with them because I don't think they act very Christ-like, and it's just like how they determine it.
Okay. So would you say that Muslims and Christians can be friends, like?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that brings us to true or false. True or false? Allah and the Christian God are different.
False. I do believe they're the same God.
Okay, true or false? Muslims believe Jesus existed.
True.
Okay. True or false? The Quran preaches violence.
False.
True or false? Muslim women must cover their faces.
That's false too.
True or false? All Arabs are Muslim.
That's definitely false.
True or false? All Muslims are Arab.
That's false too.
All right, and finally, is the war in Iraq, or the war in Iraq is a holy war? True or false?
Well, Bush started it. You think he's very holy?
So
I'd say false.
okay.
Our last interviewee was Brittany. She attended high school in the Panhandle and now attends USF. What form of religion do you practice?
Christianity?
What kind of a school system did you attend in high school?
Public school?
Did you learn anything about Islam in any of your classes?
No.
Could you tell me any specific things about Islam? Like anything you might have heard or learned in other ways?
Not that I can think of.
Would you say that you have a positive, negative, or neutral view of Islam and Muslims in general?
Neutral.
Do you think that Muslims and Christians can be friends?
Of course.
Alright, now we have some true-false. The Christian God and Allah are different. Allah being the Muslim God.
What?
Allah is what the Muslims call their God, and I want to know, what do you think if the Christian God and Allah are different, true or false?
True.
Muslims believe Jesus Christ existed.
False.
The Quran preaches violence. The Quran is equivalent to Christian Bible.
False.
All Muslim women must cover their faces.
False.
All Arabs are Muslim.
False.
All Muslims are Arab.
False.
The war in Iraq was primarily a holy war.
False.
As you can see from our interviews, we learned a lot about what schools taught about Islam. But what you didn't see was the interviews that we did off camera. We couldn't find any facts online, so we decided to search for our own. We interviewed 40 people with the true-false portion and found that many of them struggled with the first 4. The first 4 questions were the ones that had to do with the beliefs of Islam.
Of our 6 on-screen interviews, 4 of our interviewees expressed negative or neutral outlooks on Islam, while only 2 expressed positive outlooks. The 2 that expressed positive outlooks scored better than average on the true and false portion of the interview, and also seemed to know more general details about Islam.
For many Americans, Islam and the Middle East are one and the same. Based on these trends, it's clear that if high schools taught more about Islam, then people will more likely have a positive view of the Middle East in general.
What do you think? Funny stuff happens when we're done.
Man, people are gonna be like, she's an idiot.
It doesn't matter, that's actually funny though.